This is VRoc. 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 Chops. This is VRoc Chops.
Welcome back, Chop Nation. Listen, we back with another special banger one. This is my big bro. This is my guy. This is a guy that set a good standard here at the Haven for us, for me personally. Want to give a big shout out and appreciate him coming on, man. Everybody put your hands together. And then little drum roll for my big bro Terrance, Perkins, man. What's up, bro?
What up?
This is VRoc.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just hoping my internet is doing as good as I'm feeling, man.
It's doing all right. It's a little lag, but it's all right. It's all right.
For sure.
I
appreciate you having me, man.
Oh, man, most definitely, bro. Most definitely, man. Come on now. Like I said, I tell people, some things you can't do without having certain people. And if you don't know them, you're going to learn. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Sure. All right, bro, we're going to jump right on into these questions, man. So, starting out, what high school did you attend? And if you attended college, what college did you attend for the people that don't know?
Oh, well, for the people who don't know, I'm a proud graduate of the Haven, or Haven High School, you know what I'm saying, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying?
You know it's Haven forever. It's in my veins. You know it's Haven forever. Yeah.
Well, we got a rip for the home team right there.
A whole lot of holly
going on.
You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of holly going on. You hear me?
A whole lot of holly going on. Shout out to the Holly Nation.
Shout out holly.
So, but yeah, definitely proud of alumni of Haven. You know.
Cool, right? Follow up was what college did you attend, right?
I went to the Tennessee State University, the real TSU, not TXU, not TXSU.
Right. Number one.
Yeah, it's only one TSU. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna hear something out there later on. That's all right.
You know, you got that. Don't worry about that, man. Hey, but one team, that's Tennessee State.
Exactly.
All right, bro. What is your favorite rudiment, and why do you consider that to be your favorite?
All right, so of course, man, I'm a big fan of the Rock Chop. Well, the Rock Chops chat, VRoc Chops chat. Let me get that together.
Are you good?
And I've been listening to everybody. I'm a big fan of the Flams and all the associated Flam rudiments. So out of them, my favorite one I probably have to say would be the Flam accent. I just feel like, man, it just opened up to so much stuff. And like, if you just kind of like sitting around and you in the drum world and you get to hear sexually popping out with some Flam accents, you kind of know it's going to be some monstrous coming up after that. One of my favorite solos, of course, is Santa Clara Vanguard Flammers. So I was going around for years playing it and had no idea where it came from. And when I came across that video, I was like, oh, I did. So it's just one of my and this is one of my favorite rhythms, man. Love to hear some good Flam accents.
Cool, bro. That's what's up, man. Sales bass drummers, man. We ain't just bass drummers no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. We got to do a little something extra.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no one around here.
Now, 4 good Flams would get you in the door, though.
Yeah. Cool, man. All right, bro. So what was that moment for you when you knew, like, hey, I want to play drums. This is what I want to do. I'm going to pursue playing the drum. What was that moment for TP?
For me, I want to say it's probably around somewhere like 1992, 1993. And I can't remember where we were, but it was a parade. Go ahead and record this. It was the kings of the city back then. It was Westwood, man. And I'm talking about this was the powder blue t-shirts with the white jeans days. And man, like back then, I think Westwood was still down, right? And man, that was running a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like sitting like right next to the section leader. And man, they was clean, they was together. I'm talking about man, the headbands and everything was tight. And you know what I'm saying? That kind of did it for me. You know what I'm saying? I still like remember that like it was yesterday, man.
Yeah.
They was jamming.
Yeah.
And since then, man, they just kind of, you know what I'm saying, lit their fire for me.
I said them numerous of times on here. Westwood was the school, my first band that I ever knew, ever in life. Because my big cousin Curtis, man, I said I would try to get him on here. I'm definitely gonna try. He was sexually to Westwood back in the 90s, man. Shout out to Mark Lee, also. He was big bro too. He went to Jackson State. Was sexually to Westwood back in the early 90s. Eric Newman. Shout out to Big.
Eric Newman.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's one dude that man, I hope you get him on there one day.
I'm a fan.
I think he definitely got a big slice of the history because man, he had so much emphasis on that section. Because man, like when them boys they came behind him, them boys used to look and sound just like something. So I definitely give them dudes a lot of props, man. They kind of man, built up a strong foundation for the city as a whole. Yeah, so definitely shout out to them dudes.
Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to Westwood, man.
All right, that's all y'all gonna get though. You ain't get nothing else after that.
Not too much. All right.
Nah.
Cool. Man, what is one of your favorite drum memories, man, that you can just recall? If it's more than one, funny, whatever, just something that just stood out, whatever it is, man. What's that moment for you? Okay.
So yeah, favorite one from high school would probably be I think my senior year we went to the Southern Battle of the Bands. And so everybody marched into the stadium and all the bands like sitting in the stands until, you know, it's your turn to perform. Mine just started pouring down. I'm talking about like raining like I don't know what. So for whatever reason, instead of like all the bands just walking down, like everybody got to march down. So we marched back out the stands and we was marching under the stadium. Man, why they let us go last? Man, we came through that thing quick because it's like the way it opened up under the bleachers, it's like all the bands was off to the side. So everybody marched through the middle. So they started lining up right at the opening. So we had to march through everybody. Yeah. And you know, man, back in my day, the hay was kind of deep. Yeah. So we was at least 220, 250.
Yeah.
And so, man, we came through that joint. And Melrose was there. I want to say Westwood was there. Bro, I got so many calls when we got. It's like, man, y'all was bringing that thunder, man. Y'all had the stadium shaking in that jump, bro. And, like you could just see people's expressions. And from then, man, it was just on kill, man. It was my that time, especially my senior year, man. It was just kill everything, bro. Wherever we went, we was just gonna leave them all.
Yeah.
So going from there, in college, boy, I had some hits and misses in college, boy.
Yeah.
I don't mind, you know. It's one thing you're gonna learn how to do coming from West Haven, man. You gonna know how to march the field show. You gonna hit all the spots, all that.
Exactly.
Man, Southern Heritage Classic. Of course, everybody. That's a good memory from everybody that played drums for Memphis. So that goes without saying. But man, I tripped on the field when I had my sophomore year. I tripped on the field and I was never able to get back on foot. Man, I was just standing out there, man. I'm like, I'm gonna beat the hell out of this drum. I can't march, damn it, I'm gonna play. That's like, bro. And so, you know, my brother went to Jackson, man. Them folks saw me, bro. And so when we came home, like for the holiday, man, them folks on me instantly. Like, yeah, man, we saw you out there trip, man. I was like, whatever.
Hey, man. That was the one you was on top of the drum, was it?
No, I'm finna get to that. That was a home guy. That was at stake. I'm gonna go ahead and tell it. Everybody, man, they marched in the band, man, in 2001. Y'all already know this story, so don't check me though, because I'll fire y'all up. But anyway, so man, we marching in Nissan Stadium. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the 30. I'm a little dude. I ain't tall, I ain't big, by no stretch of the imagination. Yeah. So we coming through there, man. We doing our thing, man. We crunk up. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, usually if it's something, like, you marching section, you know what I'm saying? You know, by the time the cymbals, the snares, everybody else go through, if it's some kind of, you know what I'm saying, obstacle or something, people gonna be calling it out. Mm-hmm. Nobody called it out. It was a t-shirt vendor out there. And he had all these, so we get there, you know, of course, for the gang get going, it's all these boxes of t-shirt. Bro, I never saw that too. Yeah. So I tripped.
Help me.
And in the process, I'm kind of getting my balance back. It was another box.
Help me.
So I tripped over that one. Bro.
Help me.
Bro, I failed. That damn drug got the rolling. They just snatched me up off my feet, bro.
Help me. Help me.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? In the band, when you marching, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not playing percussion, you know what I'm saying? You got your mug on. And so, like, we came in first. So it's like us, right behind us, the trombones. Now, I never forget, man. All I looked up, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back up. Like I said, the drum to pull my feet out the ground. It's bad. All I look up and see is Mike Cowan, bro. He tried to mug, bro. Big my mouth wide open laughing at me, bro. I tore up there the whole parade formation. People were laughing. Bro, it was bad. So that was the biggest L I ever took. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can look back at it now and might laugh at it. But at the end, bro, you talking about somebody being heated, bro.
Hey, man, why y'all didn't help me? Man, if it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
You gonna cry in the car.
It was not a good look. Like, the rest of the section just gone, bro. They folk go about their business.
They love you, bro.
You know, show must go on, bro. The show must go on. Now, because I told that story, pots, because this was also funny.
Right.
Man, we was shooting. We was doing the practice for the Opryland Christmas special. And so we at the Opry Hotel or whatever, and I think it's like in the middle, they had like a big fountain, some kind of like big water display or whatever. And man, Potts, shout out to Adrian Finch, Rock. My Potts was getting on their mind about something, and he was coming around the thing, and it was a big speaker sitting on the, you know, like how you know them triangle shaped speakers, like they have it up on the stages and stuff, like at the church.
Yeah.
My Potts tripped all over it because he had the drum on, so he didn't see it. Bro, I'm talking about everybody hit the ground, and like it was people running from everywhere because this was gonna be on TV. Like, dude jumped down off the cameraman, they were like, he's in the water, he's in the water. Bro,
Potts fell in the water.
Bro, all you heard was, oh, Jesus, bro.
Help me! family. What the? Ah, help me. Help me.
Vince, I'm talking about, man. Bro, I'm
Oh,
talking about, and this like the whole band, bro. Like we was taking spells back in the day, man. It was,
hey, man,
man, so
that's why we got 28s now, man. We don't got to deal with those type of problems.
man, ain't no more 26 problems. Ain't no more 28 problems. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh man,
bro, we was
hey,
catching some L's back in the day.
Hey,
But
man,
I mean,
because I know y'all, man. I can just imagine how this going, and I got
bro.
tears.
Bro, we was bad. I mean, so there was, man. I don't know what it was, man. It might have just been them red drums. I don't know. Bro, I'm talking about we had some times, bro. It was just a bunch of stories. I mean, man, we just had a good time. We made the most out of it, and I just had some damn good times because, especially in them years, the most, like one of the biggest percussion sections we saw TSU have was probably like 99 the year before we came in. Because when TSU came with them 6 basses and they got a lot of attention. That was a big deal. Shout out to them dudes, man. I don't think Marvin hit on that, but man, they came through in 99, when they came to Memphis.
Yeah. Hey, bro,
they came to the White Haven game the night before. So I had to throw Funky Four at them, just to see what was gonna happen. I know Vertus won't have it no other way.
That's what's up, man. Cool, man. So the last little question, man, before we jump into more information and hopefully some more of these stories is where you are now in life. How has you playing percussion, the practices and things that you learned, how to approach certain situations or whatever, how have you transitioned those things to where you are now?
One of the biggest things is definitely discipline. Even when I come up there, I'm real big on discipline because that's gonna kind of give you your foundation for everything else that you build up from there. Is gonna start with you being disciplined, whether that's discipline, with taking instructions or taking self-practice and just things and working on whatever your profession is. That's something that I'm real big about. Also, man, being dedicated to it. Like if you're gonna put forth that much time and effort into it, I mean, be passionate about it, man. Give it your best. Just things like that. Because, all right, so in my case, again, by me being a small person, when I went and auditioned at TSU, I'm in there with Prof. Lane. I think Tony Artemisa was there. So, so I do my little audition. Prof. Lane was like, "You played snare in high school?" I was like, "No, I played bass." Like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Cool." So I'm thinking, I'm straight. I got me a bass drum. It's in the bag. I came out there, them folks put me on tenor. I was like, "What?" Nah, man. So with that, I really didn't want to play tenor, bro. I didn't. So I just talked on the phone. I called her brother. I was like, "Man, how many craft brothers you got this down that's playing bass drum?" You know what I'm saying? I had a full academic to Jackson, and I had academic scholarships to other places. So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to go somewhere and play bass drum. But talking to Pots and Cheese, you know what I'm saying? I went ahead and stuck it out and I made it happen. Because if somebody tell me I can't do something, that's just all the motivation I need. I'm gonna go make it happen. And that's just another thing I carry with me. That's just, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have that fire. And if you want it, go get it.
Right. Exactly. Cool, bro. So man, let's start at the beginning, bro. Where did you pick up what did you pick up? You started in what middle school did you go to?
Yeah, back then we had junior highs. Just like Keenan said on his interview, I went to John B. Perkins. So coming out the gate, I was behind. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted me to read some music or something like that, play some chimes, some concert snare, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like concert percussion. Oh yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? We can do all that. Yeah. Man, I got the White Haven.
Yeah.
And so how I knew I was gonna probably end up being behind this another Westwood story. Like shout out to Mr. Richardson, because when we was getting ready to leave Freeman our 9th grade year, it was some guys from Westwood that actually came over there and was talking to us about coming to Westwood. And you know what I'm saying? I had never experienced nothing like that before. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I said being at John P. Freeman, because John P. Freeman don't march.
Right.
So no, that really, you know what I'm saying, like brought everything back full circle, because I can link this in too, because when I was first starting, you know, your first year of music, you try to pick your instrument.
Right.
I was supposed to be playing trombone.
Yeah.
And so it took me too long to get a trombone. And I told him from the beginning I wanted to play drums. So Mr. Wilkes,
Freddie Wilkes,
great man. That's another big piece of music history around here. He went ahead and let me play drums, because, you know, so I just kind of sitting in the back of the classroom where the drummers was at anyway. And so we was always going through like method books and stuff like that. So, you know, you kind of learn the rhythms and stuff.
Right.
It just kind of worked out. So transitioning to Whitehaven, like day number 1, I go up there, I'm like, what the hell going on? I was like, can't play snare. That's automatically out the gate. I saw them, I was like, I don't know what they doing up there. I ain't never seen, you know what I'm saying, an upright tenor drum before, because Whitehaven had recently just went to uprights. And I looked at the bass drums, I was like, I can get with it. Yeah. And, you know, back then we had that little 24.
That was all you.
Man, that was it, bro. Let me go and get that one. And man, from there, that's where it all started.
Cool, man. So, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so the story about the 24. This is another Vertus story.
Yeah.
So, man, we out there. I'm coming along, getting the marching together, learning all the cadences and stuff like that. We out there doing the field show, playing. Man, so the band cut off. My Vertus come all the way from the front. You know how we be out there on the practice parking lot. My Vertus came from all the way up there where people park, get to the back where the drummers was at.
Yeah.
I heard a damn piccolo over you, man. I'm like, bro, I got the smallest bass drum. And I got these old heads on here. It's all that man need to hear. That man played the field show on my drum while I was strapped up, chilling. I'm talking about echoes all over, man. Whitehaven, Fairly, everywhere. Dang.
And I guess he wasn't lying.
Right, from there, I had to come on with it, man. Ain't no more excuses.
Yeah, so you got your 10th grade, you in 10th grade, so what was that moment? What was when you was in school? What was that moment for you? Like I've arrived. What was your I've arrived moment? You remember?
I kind of had a couple of them. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's like things that, it's basically like the way people react to you, because one of the things we went to, I think it was either, I want to say we went to Alcorn Homecoming. And so we was kind of like marching around the campus, because I think they had a Battle of the Bands down there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And man, like the dudes, like the percussion section leader, man, like came and found me, because we was on kill. Me, Mario, Ted, Mike, who else was Carlos? Bro, we was deep. We was about that action. Like them folks came and found us. Like, man, where y'all going to school at? Who the senior? I was the only senior in the section. You know what I'm saying? My senior year, so. Bro, we was just like the way them people like, man, we got to get y'all on scholarship, yada yada this, yada yada that. It was just always stuff like that, man. Because like I say, it's for the people who don't know me. Like I said, Vince could tell you, I ain't a big dude at all, but I always just had that fire and determination when I played. That, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to leave an impression. So, man, whenever I kind of had them moments, and it's just like getting feedback from people, you know what I'm saying, I always appreciated that, because you know what I'm saying, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing what I was set out to do.
Cool, man. So, man, we getting ready to go off to college, man. You know, you're on the senior. What was your decision making process as far as you choosing what school you wanted to go to? Another side note, I know your brother went to Jackson. I don't know how you let that happen, but yeah, what was your decision making process?
Me and Tim have always went to different schools. Like, so, like, I went to Freeman, he went to Havenview.
He started out good.
I went to Whitehaven, he went to some other school. Can't quit. The name gets past me right now. I can't remember what high school you went
Barely. Barely made it, barely.
You said Fairly with an F?
Barely.
Yeah, Burley.
Yeah.
Burley High School. Yeah. North Burley. Yeah,
Nah,
no, for real though. Nah, he went to Fairly and you know what I'm saying, we went to TSU and JSU. And it was funny because my mama, like, she just like halftime, whatever side she started out the game on, halftime she was gonna move to the other side.
Yeah.
So she always kept it even, man.
Yeah.
And all the way through us in college, she did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so man, the decision-making process. So my senior year, because I always been like real big on, you know what I'm saying, academics and education, stuff like that. So I had a lot of academic scholarships. And I was actually kind of thinking about leaving the band life alone because I was looking at going to Georgia Tech, but their tuition was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And how the TSU thing really happened, a lot of people don't know. One of my real good friends, Derek Evans, played too, went to Fairleigh. Like I was tight with a whole bunch of people from Fairleigh, and all of us graduating together. And all them folks just up and went to Jackson, like nobody said nothing. Like,
right.
Just, oh yeah, man, we're going to Jackson. Damn, like when? Tomorrow. Like what? so man, like that whole summer, like Derek, like me and Derek used to work together at Walgreens too. And my Derek come out of the house like every other day, man. You going to TSU, man? You got to go with me because he was in the same boat I was in. Like everybody else going to Jackson, and like you know, Derek played too. But you know, it ain't no but like a couple schools that got real tuba players.
Right, Tennessee State.
Like Jackson just got tuba like 5 years ago. So.
Right. This year.
The last few years, it's from a lot of, you know what I'm saying? So, so Derek's like, man, I'm going to TSU, I know for sure. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I got a scholarship. I said, man, let me think about it because another good friend of mine, Chris Mill, like we took English class 2 years together, like back to back.
Yeah.
So. When they might like, man, you gotta go down here with me because he just knew he was going to Southern. Like we went to the Boombox Classic. I want to say junior year. And that might so he was like, I got to go. So he had been going to like the band camp and everything. He was like, man, the boys ain't playing on down there. Like all of them got 28s, but ain't none of the boys whooping. I was like, I don't know this. First of all, back then, if you played for Southern, you had to be at least 6 feet tall.
Right.
I said, Chris, they're gonna put me on snare. If I even get in the section, they're gonna put me on snare. If I play the horn, then maybe. Yeah. But no, it's so I ended up talking to Vertus a couple more times that summer, man. I just kind of followed my heart because he had already been telling folks that I was gonna come up there too. Yeah. And that's gonna that led to some funny stories too. But you know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and signed that paperwork, man. I was up there.
Cool, man. So you went to Tennessee State in the year 2000. I think that was the year Cheese said he broke the train out. Was that the year?
Yeah, it was because man, so with that whole Battle of the Drummers that year before, you know what I'm saying? That was a big deal. And like I said, man, Cheese don't forget nothing either. That man got like one of the best memories ever. That man, remember you saying this? And like that's kind of like how the train got started, man. I remember, man, he was like, man, them folks, Jackson boys, like, the boys are tight, you know what I'm saying? But they dissed us though. Yeah. And man, that was all the motivation he needed. And man, he put the train together. He was like, man, we're gonna bust this funk train. And you know what I'm saying? We got it laid out just for soon, because we know they're gonna kick there. They're gonna come down after the field show. They're gonna kick the funk train. We're gonna be right back up. Like, instantly. We ain't gonna soon as they might do this, you see them drums slip over, coming right back up. And so man, we was ready. Man, that class of 2000 was a real strong class. And I feel like we, as far as the way the band sounded with the percussion, I feel like we changed a lot of that stuff because you go back and TSU did a lot of things where they had like 2 and 4 on there from the snares. And you know what I'm saying? Being from a place like Memphis, this just not gonna fly because like music is such a big deal here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, especially like funk music and stuff like that. man, that's just part of growing up here, and they kind of get into, especially drummers. They really plays a big part of like how we play, the style we play with, the way we visualize, put, you know what I'm saying, the music together behind the band and stuff like that. And so we took a lot of that up there with us because, hell, it was, man, like most of my freshman class that came in with me, man, most of us was from Memphis.
Yeah, and man, I will say this, like, shout out to Artemis. I've never met Tony Artemis. I just heard amazing stories about this dude. So listening to what you were saying about that, the playing, how the snares used to approach playing parts and stuff, man. I like, dude. That's what I learned. Well, got to understand when I actually started looking and paying attention. The details of how to, let the music breathe and parts breathe, because you can, like you said, Memphis, everybody played 2 and 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if they weren't playing 2 and 4, they were just congesting the parts so much, like putting so much of everything that don't need to go in there to make the sound like,
Exactly.
Sound like one, not taking a shot, not being shady, but like
we just
like fam, their style of creating parts. Even it's a recent video how they just, I'm like, it's cool stuff, but the placement of it, how it's in the song, it takes away from what the actual song is, or you know what I'm saying. So that's what I kind of paid attention to a lot, like how everybody let the music breathe. Shout out to Artemis, because he made conga.
Yep.
One of the coldest drum parts.
One of the coldest drum parts.
Period, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, listen to that. And I don't know who made a Bun opener, but that jump out to just a solo part.
He was when they added that other part to it, it was, I want to say that was him and Cheese did a lot of collaboration on that. But Artemis played set. He used to play set for Bobby Jones.
Oh, okay, for real.
So yeah, he got some chops too. You know what I'm saying? But so, a little background on him. He was also he was one of Prof Lane students from Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Right. So a lot of people don't know, Prof Lane was throwing some monsters out of Eastern.
Whoa, that man. Listen, I just look at we be talking. I talk to him quite often, and we were just talking about my student down here, such Ricky Burkhead and XYZ. Like, he just throwing that night. God, dog, bro. I be looking at how old are you for real, man? Because I
don't even want to know, because he like Prof Lane. Shout out to Prof Lane.
Yeah.
He he got like so much energy and passion, you know what I'm saying, into what he do. And like one of the years he was up there doing the summer, and he was like, man, he just did a whole like percussion class or course just on the flam, because he talked about just like how misconstrued and how the conception of the flam like kind of gets thrown off depending on so many people. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, just being around him and just picking up on the small gems that he dropped, man, it's just like a real wealth of knowledge. So,
yeah. Probably he'll be on next week. So.
For real?
Yeah.
And I'll be tuned in. I'll be glued to the tube.
I got him next week. On the 22nd.
And another thing about when we came in, Pasta Cheese, man, because they like they said, man, that whole, especially the summer I was getting ready to graduate, man, they was always around. They was all around a lot of the high schoolers. They had become like the Battle of the Drummers. And so like when we got up there, it's like, man, them folks used to put us in the room, like me, Jeff, Courtney, Chicken, Stan, and like, man, well, these the songs we playing. I need to listen to these songs. Y'all gonna make all the beats. It was like, what? They're like, man, I just got here. Like, I ain't even unpack my bag yet. Don't worry about that, man. These songs right here, you need to, man. And so that was it, man. Like, man, as soon as like Dean, Mr. Sexton, shout out to him. As soon as he put a song together, like we'll get a copy of the band playing, and then we might go listen to the actual song, and man, we was gonna come up with it.
Yeah.
So man, a lot of that, and so we kind of appreciate them giving us, you know what I'm saying, that freeway. And on Marvin video, he hit on something that was real funny, because that was a real thing, tuning them drums. So I had actually got in trouble. Mr. JB Howard, rest in peace. My caught me trying to muffle them bass drums one day. And it was like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, bro. It was a huge deal. So I stopped with the muffles. That's when I don't know if this was you. I had talked to about it when I came back home. Y'all was practicing. But I was like, man, the paper towels, just do it. I got it figured out. I got something for you.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that to me, but it could have, I don't know, you may have said it more than once.
Yeah, so I kind of figured out a way to do it when we got the fire skins, and from that point, man, like it was probably maybe 3 bass drums my whole time at TSU that I didn't tune, and that was usually, I ain't gonna say no names, I ain't gonna criminate nobody. But like I used to be, my pops would tell you, especially when we got the 30s and we had the silver dots. Yeah, I would be in the stand. Like if you look, I'd be in the stands, man, and I'd be tuning my drum and pops drum, and like whoever asked me about it, like was on it, bro. Because for whatever reason, the silver dots, like the rim of the head would always pop off the shell of the drum for whatever reason. So we'd be up there, man, tuning them songs, like in between cadences and songs.
I knew I wasn't crazy, man. I remember TSU having some dots on these doggone bass drums at one point.
Yeah, so we got them 230s. My sophomore year. Johnny Rab. You probably know Johnny Rab. He's a big time set player, percussionist, and he was Artemisi, and I think Prof Lane had got us a stick endorsement with him, and like. For what we do percussion wise, it didn't really work. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like some tonal basses, it probably would have been a real good stick to have. You know, there was a ball shaped head, and the way we played, it was destroying heads. Yeah. So what happened was like we basically used up all the fire skins like in Nashville, like all of them just gone. We went through all of them. Yeah. Like if you look back at, if you could find some VHS tapes of like TSU from 2001, every other game we had like different heads. Like it got to the point where on the 30s we had like the heavy emperors, the white heads, bruh. I love those heads, man. 2 songs.
For real?
Man, we played Control, Janet Jackson Control. Yeah. Them heads didn't even make it out the bedroom, bro. Like, man. Like, I was surprised Pops didn't talk about that. Like, man, when they might called out Control, like, we might not be playing the rest of the game.
Hey man, that goes back to the placement of these parts, man. Because y'all played the exact same way we played it when I was, and that jump was bumping, bro. You know what I'm saying? That jump bumping, bro. When we put that together, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest. My perspective. TSU was the first school to highlight kicks in songs. Drum kicks. To me, I can't think of no other school. You know what I'm saying? Jackson had the funk, funky bump that were going. But like the bro. Ain't nobody doing this. See, so Tennessee State revolutionized what y'all like to use these kicks. So don't nobody ever think it came from nowhere.
Yeah, I want to say, man, we was heavily influential in that because you know what I'm saying. Like, I can't really think of a school or a time where you know what I'm saying, especially you know what I'm saying, where a song, because it's certain songs that you just look for that because it's like the old. What song is that? I can't think of the name of it, but it's another old school like soul music song.
Night and Day is another one that I love.
Yeah.
I can't help but think about you night and day. What I feel about you.
So, and you know what I'm saying, like, man, we jumped on it because man, we'll go back listen to the original song. It's like, man, we gotta put some funk in here. So like we went through all that, and then for the little tenor part, the tenor how to like the little with the crescendos, bro, ate that up. My problem line was like, man, well, y'all did that because we kicked into that Easter too. Because we actually went on the away game because he was getting ready to retire. Man, we did that kick. That might came across the field on the like, boy, y'all, you know, he used to call cheese glide. Glide. Yeah, man, we used to be turned up, man. When just in also who used to do the beats with us was my guy John from called him SU because he marched at Southern too. He came from Atlanta, and my crab brother Ricardo from Detroit. Man. On some cymbals, them boys insane.
Yeah.
Insane, bro. I was like, you know, so it's a stigma. I hate to say it, you know, if you didn't make it on another drum, you know what I'm saying, you might have to start out on cymbals. Hey. Bro, when I got to TSU, it really made me, that's what made me discover there was people who really had a passion for that. I'm talking about like, so I come out of, you know what I'm saying, I'm walking on the campus like day one. So they up there already because they're section leader. Man, these folks twirling. It might, I don't know how, but he like slipped his hand out of through the cymbal in the earth, still twirling, caught that joint. I was like, yeah, he didn't get on cymbals by accident. Like that man actually played cymbals. And that was like my first time experiencing something like that. So yeah, bro, cool, it was just an eye-opener.
Cool, man. So we talked about a lot. I don't know where we at. I know we made it to your sophomore year. We talked about a lot, bro. Just then, I think where we was at. So, that was good stuff too.
I did jump over a lot from the freshman year because again we had a big class, so I didn't get to actually march the field show in the classes because I think we had 5 upperclassmen on bass. Mm-hmm. So, and all of them from Memphis. That was the crazy thing about it. It was Potts, Vertis, Trey, shout out to Trey. What's up, Zzz, if you see this? Dude named Mario. I hope you see it. It's another story about that too.
I hope you see it.
I hope you see it, man. We used to, Mario cool, but man, it's me being me. And like I told you, like the way, if you come at me, like I'm always game. I'm not the bag down type. And so, man, we was like out in the practice field one day, kind of like, we was kind of like taking a break or something. And Mario's this dude, he was another like jamboree style drummer. He went to North Side, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And man challenged me. He was like, "Hey man, you went to Whitehaven, y'all boys stop." I'm like, first of all, you went to North Side. Yeah. And the only reason I ain't gonna say nothing about that is because another big influence on me, just taking me to another story, but I'm gonna get back to it. My cousin, my big cousin Gary, he actually played bass drum at Northside in Atlanta College like way, way back in the day. And that's who gave me my first pair of bass drum. So I should have mentioned that before this. So shout out to G White. And like I said, he played jamboree at Northside and all that. And so mine was challenging me, and I kind of looked around because Cheese was gone, so I was like, all right. And then like Vertis kind of gave me that look. And it was saying, Pops was like, I had to do it, bro. Killed that man. And Pops was like, man, till you hit that drum again, man, you have to give me some push-ups. I was like, man, I'm just gonna be doing push-ups, bro. I did push-ups every time Pops looked at me, I just went ahead and dropped. But I had to prove that point, man. You just not fit to come to me like that. It ain't no quit in me, man. That's just something I don't do. And so he had to catch that hell, bro. So Vertus was like, yeah, bro. Go ahead and do the
and listen from the stories, Vertus was always game to go.
Vertus, man. So me and Vertus was in band together and been knowing each other, man, because he went to Freeman too. So I've been knowing Vertus like for forever. And like Vertus was always telling me, man, my boy T gonna come up here, man, he gonna kill y'all. It's like, they might have your side, he gonna kill you. It's like, you ain't gonna get no drum, but they might go kill you that bad. So Vertus like, so when I got up there, bro, like it was on, like everybody wanted a piece of me. It was like, dude, that when they might just came off tenor. You talking about this dude gonna wax me? No. So anytime somebody tried to get a piece, it was going down.
Yeah.
And my Vertus marched all the way till we got to homecoming. He was like, well, you good? I was like, yeah, why you say that? He's like, oh, okay.
Gone.
I was gone. And that's how I ended up getting his drum because we had so many bass players that year that TSU had to, like, we went down like in the basement somewhere. I ain't never been back there since then.
Yeah.
Man, they was pulling drums from everywhere.
Yeah.
And so when people be on like, man, my school was the first school to have dynasties. No.
Yeah.
I'm on the dynasty that TSU had from the 90s.
Yeah.
And we had so many drums. And you know, I like to fix drums anyway. Yeah. Bro, we had like 2 dynasties and an old Remo. I'm talking about like just stuff that I ain't no telling what happened to that stuff, man. It was we was literally cobbling drums together because they only had 6 drums.
Mm-hmm. I went when I was in Nashville last year, when my wife was working up there, I went to the shop with Newsom and just went back there. But they got stuff everywhere around that doggone school, man. Like you walk in the right spot, you'll find some drums, man. So
man, just sitting in there.
Before they made the percussion studio area for all the equipment used to be in. I remember going there for the first time and seeing all this stuff. I'm like, golly, you know what I'm saying? Bro, my first year out, like, man, stuff everywhere. All these drum heads, like, man, we ain't got drum heads. We ain't gonna never run out.
Bro, and them folks was like, they was like, man, if you want to play, you gonna have to fix you a drum.
That ain't no problem. Huh? That ain't no problem.
Because the only person that had the wide Pearl 26 from my freshman year was my boy Jesse. Shout out to Jesse. And he the only one. Everybody else, no. Jesse had one. I'm trying to think. I think he was the only freshman that had one. Because like I said, man, we had the dynasties and the Remo.
Yeah.
So yeah. We had to work that thing on out, man. It took me back to the Whitehaven days, man.
Man, listen.
You fix it, you can play it.
Hey man, listen, I don't know why everybody thought it was glitz and glam over here at the Haven, man. We got our stuff out the mud, dude. Like,
man. And that's why, listen, you know what I'm saying?
I played a 30 that was handed down to me from trees that were handed down to him from somebody else that were handed. Like, dog, listen, you know, my first drum in Whitehaven I had to fix. Matter of fact, it was you probably know it. It was red. It had a red sparkle finish.
That was my drum.
See? And
that's the drum. That's the drum. So in the other video, that's the song drum that Travis was talking about. Because, man, so not trying to brag, but like I had a skinny 26, and like I couldn't do nothing with the skinny drum. Like, bro, I was buying heads like every week, bro. Like my little Walgreens check was going straight to Memphis Drum Shop. Yeah. Like every Thursday I was in there. Yeah. And like I said my senior year, I was amped up. Like I went to the drum store Thursday, and all they had for my size was like some clear pinstripes or something. Yeah. It was just something random, and I was like, all right, you got 2 of them? Like, yeah, let me get them. Bruh, them heads, you know, we used to march from the band room to the stadium.
Yeah.
Heads was gone. I had to take one of the young dudes' drums just to do the field show, bro. It was fine. And so, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I need to get a drum. And I hit up Travis and them because I know they was, you know, they still doing, you know, the dark side stuff when they went, you know, at first. I was like, man, y'all got an extra drum I can buy or whatever. He was like, nah. He was like, but you know, give me a little. They might just showed up with this red drum. I was like, this on red, Travis. He was like, you want this drum or not? I was like, yeah. So I had to rap that drum. That was my drum.
Yeah, I played that drum my freshman year. And then
it just sounded good though.
Man, it just sounded beautiful. As a matter of fact, on one part of it, it wasn't wrapped all the way, and you can see the red. So I had that part against my shirt.
Yeah, I think I had a slight miscalculation when I got my when I laminated. But if it made it that far, it could have been somebody else.
Hey, listen, man, listen. But matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a funny story. My freshman year, homecoming week. You know what that week consists of here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Used to consist of.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, it was called a particular name. So man, anyway, we get to the game. So I was, so I'm just ready to get through the game. I'm happy. And so man, it was just like they were just doing the most extra that day for some reason. I don't know, in the stands. So we rushing the scrap up and down. Their same red drum, man. We playing, and I'm rushing it to scrap down because I had to do something. And man, I turned that junk over, and the clip from the dramatic grabbed my nipple, man. While I was I'm not the matter to scrap. That's just grabbed my nipple. I'm like, I'm hollering, man. Look, the kid like, what's wrong with you? I'm looking like, that just pissed my nipple off. No, but right at the pool, just get some skin, man. Them folks were hollering, man. So yeah, that's why I bring up the red drum. After my first year, I don't know what happened to the red drum. I don't know what drum I played after. I don't know. So when was your last year marching at TSU, bro?
So unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, my era got cut a little bit short. My last 4 seasons was my sophomore year. And so going into my junior year, they told me I was gonna be bass drum section leader. So you know what I'm saying, I was amped up, and I talked to Potts, and I was like, man, you gonna be my tail dog? You know that tail dog spot is something serious. So I was like, man, I was ready, man. I found the heads that we wanted. It's basically a heavier version of the fiber skins.
Right.
And I had talked to Artemisia about them, and they was able to get them. I wasn't there to play on them.
Yeah.
I'll get to that too. But so I came up there, and the frit, man, we had some monsters that came in. That's when
Loaf.
What's that, man?
Loaf.
That's when Derwin and all them came in.
Yeah.
Derwin and my Beef and all them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got some names like Meatloaf and Beef. You know what I'm saying? This
whole
big
lot of
dude.
chicken slung around there, boy.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? And this is the only time that this happened. So we had just the freshman playing, and this was Johnny Lane was still up there. Bro, Meatloaf was back there going ham. Like as soon as the band cut off, my Prof Lane went off. Ain't no reason to hit her. It's only a 26 inch bass. You only go get so much sound. Yeah. If you want more sound, you need to get you at least a 28. I'm talking about Prof Lane going out. Yeah. And so I'm just sitting there looking. And so as soon as like Prof Lane had walked off or something like that, I was like, I need some more of that. And I ended up actually getting on. I had got on academic probation or whatever, and progress in place. So like, man, you can come back. And so what happened my freshman year, man, when my granddad passed, because that's when I was always real close to my granddad. So when he passed, man, I was messed up. Like I failed damn near every class. So but I was, getting it together and on my way back. Like I ended up losing my scholarship, but I was working my way through it. And so it wasn't catching up fast enough for Prof. So you know what I'm saying? Like he called me and we talked about that. My clip my wings, man. So it was a sad day for him.
Hey, listen, man, Prof gonna clip my wings the first freaking game of my life playing bass at Tennessee State, man. That was right when the hazing thing. I want to say the young man, the guy from FAM, I think he had just died. And so they were zero tolerance.
They was looking for everything then,
zero tolerance, bro. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't know this by the time I finish saying this, but we do the first game. I do my first game. We go in the stands. We do our first skit. You know what I'm doing my skit, man. I'm excited. My guys I had at White Haven, that they were getting tortured for 3 years. So they see me going through it, man. They was having a ball. So I'm over there. I'm in my head, I'm tripping because I know these folks. they enjoying this. And then too, I'm fulfilling the dream. I'm getting to do what I wanted to do. I saw other people doing. I'm like, cool, man. It's part of it. And man, I was doing. Man, they had me getting. I'm sitting in my seat, and I was just getting up, like a bear doing a wave. So man, we were doing that the whole game. Finished the whole game over with. That was A&M. And man, we get ready to go. We go back to the band room. So Prof. Gray was standing at the entrance door, the far end by his office, where the office is at, on the end, but in the band room door. So everybody walking in, I didn't think I should have went in through the first door. He probably would have forgot. But man, I went through, and then I was Perkins, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? He's like, how you doing? Come here for a second. Now,
just like that.
Who had you in the stands making all this noise? I said, huh? He said, I said, who had you in the stands making all that? I said, nobody. Oh, so you just doing what you want to do? I said, sir.
He got you with that trick question.
So you just up there, nobody tell you what to do. He looked at me, he's like, take his uniform. And I said, I was stuck, but I was like, man.
Bro, they ask you, they get you through trick questions, man.
They got me. I don't know how I got up out of that thing, man. I don't know. I can't remember how I got up out of it, but he turned his back. I went in, and nobody else say nothing, so I was straight.
Man, when we was up there, it was pretty good because that's when Prof Mac, shout out Doc Mac, Prof Mac. He wearing a lot of hats up there, but that was like his first year. So, man, we used to get that man so much hell, bro. I had to get he earned his stripes, bro. We used to get it, bro. We was on the field one night. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he heard this because it's hard to not hear my 180 some people doing the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So somebody had spit on the practice field. That man went, he's like, what about spit on this practice field, bro? All you heard was like the whole band.
Man. Y'all for bad, man.
They used to take Mac down through there, bro. Like, we get on the bus, and a whole bunch of people in the band from Memphis, they get on the bus. This one thing that's guaranteed to happen. It's going to be some checking.
There's going to be some checking. And if you got Derek Evans on your bus.
Me and Derek was on the same bus. And one of the dudes that played cymbals, man, that man used to antagonize us, man. Shout out to James Sanford, man. Rest in peace, man. James. Bro, James was in Chattanooga, but I don't know that James used to be trying to come with that heat. You know what I'm saying? He had to catch some hard L's, but you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we used to be on there going at it. And man, like, I don't know what Max said, but man, we knew he went to Alabama State, so man, it was instantly on his head, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He took it like a champ, man. He earned some stripes, man. But he good in my book. Shout out from that.
Man, shout out to
man, I wish, you know what I'm saying, things had worked out differently. I had got my because I think 02, as great as 02 was that year, I think, you know what I'm saying, I think I could have put a little bit more into it, man. Because, man, like I said, this was a great year. They had a lot of freshmen that came in. Shout out to my guy, Clint. Man, them boys up there, right?
Hit me up the other day.
Huh?
I said, Clint hit me up the other day.
For real?
Yeah,
shout out to
Clint was another one that was like, man, he had, when he was sexually, that's when I first came around with Haven, his senior year, him and Street. But man, how y'all describe Cheese, that's how Clint was for me at Whitehaven. I remember man, when he was getting ready to leave, he was letting James run the section. Something happened. But man, Clint came over like somebody possible. They instantly, so they instantly like got in line. I was like, dang, I was young, but I was in middle school still.
Well, my senior year was Clint freshman year. No, sophomore year, I want to say. I can't remember now. But it's sophomore year.
Yeah, graduated on 2, 3.
Yeah.
3, yeah. Sophomore
so man, like him and Charles came in, and man, like them boys, like they did their thing. Charles, they come in on snare. I know I need to go back. Hey, have you did him yet?
Nah, I ain't got the snare.
Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's you. A lot of people don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like Charles changed his prayer name. I don't know how they let him get away with it. I got the receipts, man. I told you I had a receipt. And my Charles came in, you know what I'm saying? Like he was apparently at Southwest DeKalb. And so when he came in, like his form and everything, he played cymbals his first year. So we're gonna leave it at that. But him and Clint though, they came in, they put a lot of work in, like really that whole class. And so by the time it was my senior year, like, you know what I'm saying, like I was section leader and like Clint was co-section leader already. So man, like Clint, his older sister went to YA. I mean, so he kind of knew what the expectations were. And man, him coming from Haverview and being around like some of the guys that was already in the section, like he knew what the expectations were. He came in, he took care of business. Yeah. So, like, man, shout out to him. Shout out to Sean.
Shout out to them boys, man. Those were the big dogs, man. When I was a little bit younger, because I wasn't little.
Young pup.
I was younger. Those dudes, man. Matter of fact, Charles Streeter gave me my welcome to Whitehaven moment, but I wasn't in. See, I think they got it confused because I was healthy, and I was at band camp. I was in the 8th grade, his senior year. So I think he'd be thinking I was in high school.
So he probably did that on purpose. Because like I said, even when he was at Havenview, you know what I'm saying, he used to be up there. Oh, okay. So you know what I'm saying, like, yeah.
Yeah, man. So,
they probably passing the torch. That's what we're gonna say, passing the torch.
Yeah, Security gave me my welcome to Whitehaven. He didn't hit me. No. He just scared the fool out of me because I came in there trying to have fun, laughing, and
you're gonna learn today.
Ain't no laughing at the Haven.
Right, but I didn't know no better. I didn't know, you know, I've just seen Whitehaven for 2 years. I was in 7th grade when
it was a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, them moments that kind of let you know that, man, this a program, and this is like this business. Like TD used to say to us all the time. Like, man, it ain't nothing personal, it's business.
Yeah.
And I had one of them moments too, boy.
Man. Yeah, I had my junk. So when that's how, like you said, learn the expectations. I learned in 8th grade. So when I went back to Haven, you know, I'm thinking I did a whole summer with Haven. I got this, y'all. Y'all just follow me. So, but yeah, I came in the band room and my partner named Lutron. His name Lutron Alexander. He played bass drum here. And man, I saw because any other time when I'm around him, we just laughing and joking. My brother was super tight. And so, man, we just joking, I'm checking. So I came in and said something out of the way. It wasn't nothing vicious, but it was just something out of the way. Man, Streeter came, boy, what you just say? I said, what you say? Man, he it wasn't many words. It was just how it was said out loud.
Man,
and then
just like that.
Yeah, Lucho was the upper clay. I think he was sophomore. So like, no, he good, bro. He good. He all right, man.
Don't matter.
We don't do that over here. I like, okay, yes, sir.
Yep. Now you finna get some smoke.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Shout out to Charles Streeter, bro. Cool, man. Man. Yeah.
So just kind of how things relate, because you know, at the beginning you were saying like it was things that I kind of put out there that I saw that worked for me, that I kind of instituted when I was bringing people along. You know how I used to have people playing on the columns at Whitehaven? I took that to TSU with me.
For real?
And so while the band room, before it was closed down for renovations, it was like some wide trees that was like in the courtyard in front of the band room. My Donald and Jamal, man, it was a long time when them boys even touched the drum. Man, they was out there. I said, man, if you ain't knocking the bark off this tree, you ain't finna do nothing.
It's just still out there.
Bro, we used to knock all the plaster off them columns.
So I'm gonna say, you said you took that TSU when I got there. You know, by that time they had the little Vic Firth little pad for like his bass drum practice pad. You know what I'm saying? So when I got the TSU, you know what I'm saying, they had us on that. You know, being from Memphis, I can say it now. When I came in TSU, I came in the day after the first day of band camp. I came in a day later because I had something else to do before I came. And so, man, I get there, man. And, you know, you got all these guys. I'm the only guy from Memphis. You have the guy from Texas. Shout out to Thomas, man. He was straight, man. That year they cut everybody. They didn't keep no extras. So that would have kept the extras, you know, that would have pushed me a little bit harder. But when they cut everybody, it was just me. I was like, shit, I'm straight.
I'm here now. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but shout out to Thomas, man. He would have been. Well, he ended up marching. I think he ended up being section leader, man. So he came back and took care of business. Shout out to Thomas, a couple guys like TK, some guys from Alabama. So they came on in. But before I got there, Thomas was like he was the standard for the guys that came in. So I came in the next day. They some dude was trying to work with me. I can't even remember. I think he's from Alabama. Trying to work with me on the form and snake. Oh! But I'm from, you know, me being from Memphis, me having pots.
Yeah.
I'm prepared, baby. I was like,
No, ain't that right?
He ain't lying.
He like, yeah, man, can you do this? Is it hurting? I'm like, no. He like, hold it a little bit longer, it's gonna start hurting. That's what I'm like, okay. So I get in, do my thing.
Not when you've been trained already.
Exactly. You know, I'm a year and a half in, man. When I started focusing on TSU, I started working on everything. Pots, you know, at the house, teaching me stuff, man. So I'm in there, man. I'm just going through the motions of getting this thing together. So they put us on this little that little practice pad thing and just going through the form. And I was like, you brought that to TSU. That's probably what inspired them to get them joints. With the tree, you know, having them on the tree, they probably saw it and they're like, well, we need to do this a better way. So yeah,
I know. You know, Donald went to Westwood, so he was like, man, why? I know he probably like, why you got me doing this, bro? Man, just trust me, man, it works. It works. It's a proven method.
Man, listen, that old school work, man.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Man,
I mean, it was just always, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of stuff like that. And man, fast forward into later on in his freshman year, Donald was because my sophomore year I was a tail dog, and so I had Donald. I think I had Jamar back there because my Jesse was always up there in the front with Potts. Like it was always like so. Sophomore year was like Potts and Jesse, and I think like Adrian and so me and Potts, man, we used to cut up. It was like man, I know y'all boys ain't up there bumping. You know what I'm saying. So Potts was like, man, y'all don't be doing that back there in the back, man. So if you just really paid attention, like Potts, he'll come back there with us. So it'll be, if you look, it'll be Jesse in the front. Yeah. Then by the time you get to the back, it'll be like Potts, then me and Donald.
Yeah.
Man, we'll be back there, man, cutting up, bro. Like TD came down one day in a home game. I'm like, man, why y'all playing? Oh, man, TD don't follow you, dude. I finna go ahead and burn him down. Why y'all playing on the drums so goddamn loud? Bro, they might have sat like me, Donald, Jamal. I can't remember who else was back there. They might have sat us down in the game, bro. It's like, don't y'all even play no more.
You're gonna learn today.
Bro, we were so turned up back there. It's some videos out there. If you look, it'll be like 4 bass drums playing. You just see us back there chilling. Bro, I'm talking about us strap. Pops like, what y'all doing?
Look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Just point up, bro. Man, we had a good time, man. Man, shout out to them guys, bro. We had a damn good time, bro. I hated one as long as I would have liked it to be in, but you know, I made the most out of it.
Man, y'all set the standard, bro. Like for real, if things didn't go how they went, then like starting in 07, like TSU still will be running the show, bro. Cause we were set up. TSU was set up for show to 2011 with Keenan. You know what I'm saying? That was set up, bro. And man, you know, new instructor. Shout out Dr. Dane. He's a great guy. You know what I'm saying? He just did.
Yeah, you know, I've had some. I had a couple of chances to have some good conversations with him when they was coming up to Whitehaven or whatever. And it was just like, man, I was telling, you know, some of them stars out there. I was like, man, I said, you're gonna have some points, man. I said, y'all, what's coming, man? Be on the lookout for him. Nah, that's all right, bro. I don't know nothing. Whatever, man. Hey, a couple of months later,
he was in there. Hey, he you know, when you start some things, when you're going into certain situations, don't try to put your vision ahead of what's already established, especially if it's and that's kind of what we fell into. And man, we had to fight it back up, man. To just undo what you were trying to do to get it back to this point. And now, you know, they're there now. They look good. I saw them yesterday. I saw a video of them yesterday.
I've been seeing them because I think it was a video that came on when I finished watching DG video. Shout out to him, him and Kai, man. Love what y'all doing with the section. Love with the depth, man. Keep it rolling. Waiting on that value too, that mixtape too. I ain't forget. You know, I keep receipts. I know you said it was coming, so I'm gonna hold you to that. But man, yeah, they man, just that was man. I'm here for it, man. Keep it rolling.
From 98 to 2000, that was still straight in 08. Still nice. So that's how many years is that? 20? Is that 20 years? Yeah.
For me, yeah.
It's 10 years. It's 10 years.
Yeah, 98 to 08.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, 10 years. I said 20, my bad. So that 10-year window, man, was just total dominance from Tennessee State, bro. Like, you know, Jackson is, y'all are phenomenal. I give y'all credit. Y'all dope. But before then, before 2010, really, y'all wasn't TSU was them dudes, man. And it was just straight Memphis going in that thing. You know, you got your sprinkles, but man, that cool Memphis dudes, boy, going in there.
And man, I think that they really kind of elevated, and like you said, man, that man, the expectations kind of changed because you know what I'm saying, it's like, man, what you had to do, because we had some guys on there that played snare. I don't call them names, but it was guys that played snare, you know what I'm saying, that was from other cities, and like towards the end of the year, man, they just kind of trailed on off because, man, when my Jip, bro. So back then, like Dragon Ball Z is still huge, but like back then it was like just as big, if not bigger than it is now. Yeah. And so my Jeff and Courtney and them, like, they like everything they did kind of was influenced like by this Dragon Ball Z. But Jeff, man, you know we gotta hit this hyperbolic time chamber today.
Man,
and so you know what I'm saying?
I never knew where that came from because talk about that, Kyron talk about this.
Bro, that's where they came from. That was my Jeff, Courtney, my boy Robert, my boy, man, they used to go edit, man. I'm talking about like, bro, how bad it was. This how bad it was. Like our freshman year, and they first year at TSU, bro, it was like we used to get into like fights and stuff like all the time because you know what I'm saying, like people that's not accustomed to like dealing with people that's in the band and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, case in point, like we was in the gazebo. Like just the freshman, we was in there practicing and stuff, and it was this dude that played football. And you know what I'm saying, man, he talking bad, like, man, y'all need to go on somewhere with all that rap tap, whatever that man said. That conversation ended up with that man laying in the grass, bro. Like, I ain't saying who did what or how that man was on the grass. That's what I'm saying. He exited the gazebo in the way without walking. I'm gonna put it like that. So and then like it was a dude, you know what I'm saying? Like we was in Courtney in the room. No, we was in Jeff in the room. And you know, like in the freshman dorm, you know, it had that little countertop with the mirror behind it. Yeah. And man, they had the drum pads up there. And it's like, man, like 6 of them in there, they just going in. Yeah. And so the dudes that stayed on the other side came over there beating on the door. Like, man, y'all need to. He was talking crazy. He saw just how many people was in there. It was like, okay, y'all kind of like keep it down, like whole new attitude. Right. He was amped up when he first knocked on that door till he saw how many people was in there.
Right.
You're gonna learn today.
I mean, and so man, like it was serious, bro. Like we was in the mirrors, like anywhere we can go practice outside of all the practices, you know what I'm saying, that Cheese had us doing already. Cause this is one word that you knew that you was gonna hear from Cheese that you never wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's 12:30 at night. You know what I'm saying? We just told the world who got the best band in the land. Right. And you know what I'm saying? Like you just see everybody take off running. All you hear is Pit.
Help me. Help me.
There you go, man. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like the freshman year, like all the stuff that you done heard about Cheese and man, how I went in the pit. Man, it wasn't no games down there, bro. Like, hey, you gonna tighten up or you gonna get tightened up.
Yeah,
say, however it happened, it happened.
Man, I got the rest of the pit. One time. I was excited. Yeah, man. 2007 was already in place. You want to put your vision there. Bro, it makes sense. It makes sense. You think about ears and stuff, but listen, that's what made the sound, man. I got that jump one time. I got in that pit one
It wasn't nothing like it. And you know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of people that probably play drums and they may have a place, but our pit was like actually a pit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, back then, before they did the remodel, it was a lot bigger. So we had like the whole section down there. And in my freshman year, you talking about 9 bass drums, about 10 snares, like, I don't know how many tenors. And like, bro, a lot of people don't know, my freshman year, bro, we had 13 cymbals.
2000? Yeah.
2000. We had 13, bro. And they was not playing. They was
loud as a fool.
Bro, TD got on us about that too. I'm gonna be nice. TD, shout out to Pro Dave, bro. So like, you could be having a full conversation and everything, walking down the stairs. As soon as you hit that bottom step, dead quiet. Like, everybody boxed up, didn't nobody say nothing except cheese. I'm talking about.
When we went there one time, that's exactly how it was, man. Straight quiet. I think we may have 2 practices in the pit. It was in 21 or 2. But yeah, man, the pit was, I was excited about the pit, man. I couldn't wait.
That was to tighten up, bro. What?
I said, I heard a lot of great things about the pit. I couldn't wait to experience that.
Oh yeah, the pit was gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying? I only remember one time that we got to laugh in the pit, and that's because it wasn't on purpose, it wasn't set up, but dude named Reggie the Bond.
Oh yeah, really?
And they made Reggie play Funkadelic by himself. He got to that, you know, Reggie, big dude, but he kind of got like a little bit of a high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
They might got to the part, hold up, bro. Die. Just go ahead and let me get my push-ups out the way. I'll give you my push-ups right now, because I know how, bro. We was in that joint, died. And so, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the only time Cheese ain't gonna laugh or smile when we was in that pit. So we got him to laugh, we knew we was in the clear. And so, man, as time progressed and we got tighter and tighter, man, we kind of looked forward, like, man, you know, Cheese gonna tell us to hit the pit. Say, man, we can make this a 30-minute session tonight. We can run everything. And, man, so, man, we used to look forward to it, because we know we're gonna go ahead and knock it on out. And, man, that's just how it was, man. Everybody had that same attitude, man. We went in there, man. We just took care of business. That's just what it was.
That's all it is, man. That's all it gotta be, man. Just so cool, man. Man, so man, I'm gonna bring up some point real quick, man. I know when you came home to Memphis, man, one of your first stops was always to the crib. Even
you already know.
Even when you was out of town, like within the last 4 or 5 years, when you in town, that phone ring. Y'all they practice? Yep.
All coming.
Always.
Fresh off the road.
Man, always stop by. And I remember, man, one of the things I remember most, 9th grade year, used to carry a bass drum head. It had a whole bunch of names on it. I was
trying to find it. I really believe I started that, because, you know what I'm saying, like, especially like just talking to people, and, you know, we're in the day and age where you do a lot of video messaging and stuff like that. So I know I saw Chop had one out. Bro, I don't remember nobody doing that before me. And I'm gonna actually try to find it, because, like I said, the drum head that I did is my whole, damn near the whole section from my freshman year. I'm talking about, like, everybody is on there. Like, I drew, you know, my, you know, picture on there or whatever, and I had like everybody from freshman year sign it. And you know what I'm saying? I really need to find it, because I don't remember nobody doing it before me.
I remember that joint. You wouldn't even let me touch it. Like, no, you can't even touch this, dog.
There's some history on that jump. Yeah, like I said, because James signed it, and you know what I'm saying, like, he passed, and I can't remember if it was somebody else on there that passed or not, but you know what I'm saying, there's something that was like really important to me, and for me moving around a lot, you know what I'm saying, I kind of misplaced it, so I need to find it. But man, you know, it's still the same thing. You know what I'm saying, I love, you know what I'm saying, trying to give back, and you know what I'm saying, I'm always appreciative of people that me, you know what I'm saying, do that, especially you. So shout out to you for that. You know, so I try not to say too much, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm real particular. Dude right there is like a half beat out, man. I don't know.
Now you be on it though. Now, listen, I don't catch everything at all, man. Listen, man, I can put the overall product in place, what we need to have. But them small details, I miss them, man. So I gotta have them eyes up there, man. You gotta have extra eyes, ears, and input, man.
I guess over time it's just something that I've come to do, because when I was working with Cars, man, shout out to Cars. When I was working with him over at Douglas, man, it was just
Yeah, but y'all turned that joint around. Well, y'all not turn around. Y'all made that joint so quick. And ain't been
them kids. I'm talking about like we going from basically instrumental music, like not even like band one. We talking about like instrumental music, like hey, this a drum, and
right.
you gonna hold the sticks like this, and you know what I'm saying, like
out of wood.
Man, to see them kids progress like they did, bro, it was like man, shout out to them. Like case in point, George, man, exactly. George came from tenor. No, George went from tenor to quints, and then the bass drum, something like that. It was crazy, bro. And so, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate Cars letting me do that because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was one thing. Kids from North Memphis, and you know me, I'm all for some chicken. So they tried me a couple of times on the way to games.
Yeah.
They knew on the bus, it was going down. You was on my bus?
The jokers up here used to try me, man. I'm like, hey, listen.
I had to get them right, man.
This is what I do, man. Like,
this is not new. This is not new.
I don't know y'all think y'all that bad, but listen, feelings can get hurt real quick now. Yep. One thing about me, I've been healthy my whole life, so it ain't too much.
I've been short my whole life. It ain't nothing you can say about me being short that's gonna make me feel some type of way.
You got ammunition. You're already coming in on the negative side of things, man.
Exactly. And I will remember this. It's all right when you get done. Yeah. You get some of them push-ups.
Exactly. We're
gonna sit out here and run cadences all night just with that.
For the show, man. Listen, big bro, man. I'm gonna go in this joint, bro. I appreciate what's up, man. I appreciate you coming on. You done been on once, but this is your independent joint, so.
Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity, man. Definitely, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh yeah, get the record straight with the other fellas. They ain't know what they were talking about. Now you got your independent.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. And you know, if you need me to bring you some more receipts, just let me know. I'm a phone call away. I got them over there.
We got the next segment coming up, so you know you on for that joint.
For sure.
For sure, man. Listen, bro, appreciate you once again, man. Appreciate everything you done for me and the Haven, and you know, just in general, bro. So. Very, very influential for myself. So, got a shot.
I appreciate it, bro.
For sure. For listen, for the rest of Chop Nation, always remember the chops
don't stop.
For sure, bro.
VRoc Chops.